It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
An animal sty. Freight or food?
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully.
Banded like a chicken's leg, but not much meat on your bones. That may be so, but look at the flies. And wisdom.
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled mane. Did you expect a needle?
Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think. Suit yourself. But we're all in the...
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fist.
The Magister considers you, shrugs, and curls his...
You're honest, I'll give you that. Doesn't mean I'll be letting you go scot-free, though. I should have known there'd be trouble.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his...
Ah, freedom. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lad.
I need aid! And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
No lesions, no trauma. He was bled by magic. This room? Or was he already?
large this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me. Why, you're looking a bit more... There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers... You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back.
You better stop before you hurt yourself. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you, for your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's. Why? Because we're at sea of...
Index fingers pressed to her lips.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually, a new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well.
She frowns and peers at you.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of.
A young magister stands pale and silent. The pale young woman doesn't...
Good God.
Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap, gore and limbs...
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your... Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. Aren't you enterprising? Go ahead. She with the boy?
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things. We'll find out who did this.
She looks up at you.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even... You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. I thought it. Listen, I could use someone to keep there. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks. I just want a cat.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice, deciding fates.
They don't care about us.
Don't worry, honey.
She looks you up and down.
Never say never, though.
She eyes you quite...
Not the future. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before.
She looks at you in surprise. She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue.
You were desperate to speak up, to reach out, to form a connection with these strange creatures. Of course it is. But don't you worry, Dad. I don't...
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
I'm here because I'm magic.
You look like my daddy.
Do you know Losa? She's a really...
Ah, there you are. Husband, would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa...
The young woman seems about...
Who indeed? Why?
The children break...
I say...
Her pinched face...
Yeah, okay, you found...
She turns to you.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right. Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. As quickly as they came, the...
Good luck, Chief.
Mad? No. Insufferable?
You!
What are you trying to
Name?
I'll tell you if you can...
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy. We're trying to catch a...
Why won't you
You one of them? A divine order law.
I forgot how to sing. I did.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else.
Well, well. What have we here?
The lizard looks... All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent...
I'm inspecting your teeth. There's some discoloration. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us will kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
And of course, a cook who can't... On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Yes, I can tell from your... On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? Just as I thought. So, 3 questions. As per your own testimony, you have the taste buds of a dung beetle. That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry. My slave, of course, still. Hone your skill.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
Meanwhile, the...
Right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it. I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer.
Classify this slop.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall.
Watch your back.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, he leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck.
Pinches less that way.
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task.
We used to know each other.
Standing far back from Ifan grins, flash...
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy. Away from... no. The dead man. Finn, is it?
He glances over at Magister...
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. The joy. I've heard a lot. Nothing. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Ask what you must.
Easy now. I might think the same.
What are you conspiring?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got...
Name!
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible.
Away with you.
Ifan performs an elaborate...
was one of them. I know it.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Majesty, you faring okay so far?
He tugs the collar.
Sorry you're upset, sir. You head on in now.
And if she tries to murder most foul, and I strongly suspect you know all about
seem
it.
on edge, officer, do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect you know.
Standing at the center of the...
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor...
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head.
And there are others whose lives...
Good gods! You there, sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
By all means, do as the officer...
She reaches for her collar and simply...
I'm just about to...
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she can't...
She smiles with...
Precise.
Mask. She stole it. If these savages see me without it, they will have my skull for a goblet.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as if the dog notices you for the first time. It sneezes.
Can't smell. Please, make it stop.
The dog whines.
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull.
The marking on the door was painted recently. You press your palm against the... It doesn't budge. The door groans open.
Something's breaking through. What in the hell is all those things? Death fog? Good thing I'm immune. Still, this means trouble.
He eyes the collar searching.
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Like you don't know? Mutiny!
He whispers loud.
Don't just cower there, Riggs!
Riggs grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. The Magisters look to each other, then back to...
Your lies and...
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance.
Shut your trap, kid.
The dwarf yanks at...
Said there were other people down there.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
But wait! There's still people down there!
You wonder briefly about... You clench your eyes.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
Well, that was decidedly unpleasant.
Am I the lone survivor?
Depending on one's definition of survivor, of course.